18 Life lessons to always keep in mind. The majority of individuals are aware of all the significant tasks required to lead happy lives. However, what about the minor details? Actually, the tiny things, which we tend to overlook, do matter a great deal. These seemingly insignificant facets of life have the capacity to energize and motivate us to achieve larger things in the future. Thus, keep an eye out and remember each of these items as soon as you come across them. First, always remember to be authentic. Truly self. Since each of us was made to be unique in some way, being true to who we are means being authentic. This could be anything that is significant to you or shapes your personality, such as your standards and values, your place of origin, or your core beliefs. You are the person that you are because of these things. Being at peace with all of the amazing qualities that make you, you, is also a crucial step towards living a happy life. Second tip. Recall what you have to give. What you can provide. Acknowledging your remarkable attributes is a crucial first step towards embracing your unique identity. Just consider what it means to be kind and demonstrate your concern for other people. Sometimes we convince ourselves that we are incapable of doing anything because we are too small. Despite how little these things may appear, it's vital to keep in mind that you have so lot to contribute. It will be simpler to realize your full potential once you've found someone you can fully trust and feel at ease with. Third tip. Recall all that you are due. All that you are worthy of. Everyone needs to be loved and welcomed. Despite the fact that we are frequently the harshest critics of ourselves and that people are usually the hardest on themselves. It is simple to convince yourself that you are undeserving of anything, particularly if you believe that all you have ever done in life is make errors. However, each and every person on the earth is deserving of love, peace, and happiness. Uphold your moral principles in life, and never accept anything less than what you feel is rightfully yours. Fourth, remind yourself that perfection is unachievable. One can never achieve perfection. It is a waste of time to spend your days trying to be the model of perfection. Everyone has shortcomings and room for improvement, but that's not a reason to worry. Keep in mind that addressing your areas of weakness will help you become a better person overall. Avoid living your life as though everyone is expecting you to meet the unattainable standard of perfection that we call perfection. Tip number 5. Always speak from the heart. Voice of the heart. You'll go far in life if you speak from the heart, are sincere and honest, and tell people how you really feel. It's possible that it will occasionally cause heartache, but it's crucial to keep in mind that it's just temporary. Speaking your mind and expressing your true feelings is nothing to be ashamed about. It's normal to have an independent and distinct viewpoint. Don't wallow in other people's misery if they become enraged about your feelings regarding a particular circumstance. Keep your capacity for honesty intact, and be proud of the things you say and the ideals you uphold. There will always be people with whom you disagree, as disagreements are an inevitable part of life. Sixth tip. Always remember to be totally honest with yourself. Entirely true to yourself. While lying to people and misleading them is undoubtedly unethical, what universal rules apply to telling the truth to ourselves? Being truthful with oneself is just as vital as being truthful with others. It should come as no surprise that many of us struggle to face our issues when we look in the mirror. However, there are instances when the only realities we can truly change are the ones we acknowledge to ourselves. Seventh, always keep an open mind. Remain optimistic. When it comes to handling the problems in our daily life, it might be beneficial to have a broad perspective on the events around us. In the long term, it may be quite rewarding to be open-minded and take a chance on new prospects. Increasing your openness to life's numerous opportunities could ultimately take you to incredible places. If you find it difficult to maintain an open mind, you can try developing the practice of considering all relevant angles. You can go farther in life and accomplish more by assessing circumstances and maintaining a clear head while also being mindful of any potential issues. 8th, never forget to follow your dreams. Go after your dreams. You should know in your heart that you're doing everything that you were meant to do, even when the entire world could be wasting their time telling you that. Individuals who spend a great deal of time criticizing others for having aspirations are not fully aware of what they are doing with their own life. When you share your goals and aspirations with others, there can be someone who doesn't realize that leading a life devoid of meaningful dreams is a life that is genuinely squandered. Each person possesses unique talents, qualities, and skills, and the world is in need of them all. Tell yourself that you are here for a reason and that you can do anything you set your mind to. Aim for excellence. Number 9. Acknowledge that life is full of mistakes. Errors happen in life. It is impossible to avoid making mistakes. Errors happen to everyone, but they don't define who we are. What really defines us is how we choose to respond to our errors and try to better ourselves. A person can acquire knowledge and wisdom by utilizing both positive and negative experiences in their life, as well as their coping mechanisms. As you get older and learn more about life, you could trip and fall a lot. But it's crucial to know who you want to be as a person and how you're going to get there. Don't beat yourself up over your errors. Instead, embrace them as opportunities to learn important lessons. 10th tip. Always focus on the positives rather than the negatives. Observe the positives instead of the negatives. Whether you consider things from a glass half full or glass half empty perspective, your perception and feelings are largely determined by how you see the circumstances around you. You should always practice entering situations with a good attitude rather than a negative one, even though it can be difficult at times. There is always a bright side to everything, and making an effort to see them can have a significant positive impact on your life. Remind yourself to surround yourself with positive influences at number 11. Assemblement of positive influences around you. Everybody needs a solid support network in their lives since it can have a positive impact. Seeking to surround oneself with courageous, intelligent, and happy people instead of those who get their fill by being negative toward others is one way to learn how to live a more worthwhile life. Eliminating all negative energy from your life may be quite helpful in your quest for happiness and a higher quality of life. 12. Keep in mind that love is not something you can force. Love cannot be forced. Seeking a close relationship with someone will not expedite the process of achieving it. When love wants to, it happens. Just because you want someone to love you doesn't mean that they will, and the same is true for you. Recall that love is a natural emotion that should be experienced, not imposed. 13. Never forget that what you refuse to give up lasts. Persists are what you resist. Trying to avoid the things you don't want in life is not the best way to live. Everything that happens to us, people, places, things, concepts, and viewpoints, helps us grow. When it comes to certain things in life, resisting them won't make them go away. Instead, it will just make them push against you more. Thus, try to concentrate on what you do want in your life rather than what you oppose or what you don't want. 14th. Keep in mind that your thoughts shape your reality. Your reality is shaped by your thoughts. Your thoughts have the capacity to drastically transform your life and have amazing creative power. Your current life is the outcome of every idea you have ever had, up until this point. All of the ideas and phrases you have ever uttered to yourself have shaped your degree of self-worth, confidence, and self-esteem as well as your morals, beliefs, and concerns. Negativity and judgment will only serve to mold a bad picture of yourself for the remainder of your days. Conversely, adopting an optimistic and self-empowering perspective will lead to a happy and contented existence. Whether they are bad or positive, your thoughts and beliefs are reflected in your actions. Number 15. Keep in mind that you need to let go of things sometimes. Occasionally, you have to let go. Being linked to individuals, as well as objects, concepts, and locations, is common. But we frequently find it quite difficult to let go of them when the time comes. It's critical to know when to let go of something with grace. You will need to do this multiple times in your lifetime. You'll follow life's natural course and discern what is intended to remain and what is meant to go. 16. Keep in mind that you'll remorse what you didn't do. You'll habitually regret what you avoided doing. You may have heard elderly individuals express regret for not taking on more activities when they were younger. Perhaps they wanted to fly from that plane, kiss that special someone, or resign from their job. You will discover that you frequently feel more regret for not trying things than for trying things. Whether it's a career, relationship, relocation, or anything else entirely, putting off something you may have at some point in your life will come back to haunt you. You'll be more preoccupied with the what-ifs than with the regrets of having gone through with it and possibly failing at it. 17. Always keep in mind that life is best taken one coat of arms. It's best to approach life one step at a time. It's important to keep your attention on the now rather than planning how you're going to organize your life for the next 5 or 10 years, even though you can become sidetracked in the process. Looking too far into the future can be quite stressful and daunting. You are not required to plan for every eventuality in the future. In fact, most of the time, you won't even be aware of it in a few years. Always keep in mind to take in the various circumstances and happenings in your life at the time, and give it your all in the here and now. Number 18. Never give up on your hope. Always have hope. Life will try to force you in a lot of different directions at times. Staying away from these routes or fretting about the outcome will probably only leave you feeling helpless or overwhelmed. The way you allow the challenges in your life to shape who you are as a person and shape who you become, rather than the totality of your life's adversities, is what defines your strength. You must constantly remember that there is always a way to get through whatever it is that you are going through. There is always space for growth, change, and hope as long as you are alive. Your life's course is entirely your own responsibility. Thus, constantly have confidence in yourself and keep your head up. Even though it's common to occasionally lose focus on what matters most, keeping these little things in mind can not only help you get through difficult moments but also empower you to take control of your life. How do you feel? There are undoubtedly more items to keep in mind that were left off of this list. Please share any that come to mind in the comments section below. Please give this video a thumbs up and tell your friends about it so they may like, comment, and share it. Too are capable of recalling these crucial life lessons. Click the subscribe button to see more videos like this one, and don't forget to click the notification bell to be notified when we upload a new one. Thank you for viewing.